So as I was growing up, I had relationship, before I got married, and relationship that was at the time it was very tempting. I won't tell you that I was never tempted. In short, let me even say this: I've cried before because of I asked God, like, God, why can't I just do this thing? But even if you are not present with that person. Ovulation is not a sin. Do you understand? It's something that happens to every lady.
Yes.
So when that time comes, one of my friends said something that I don't speak in tongues because of urge before. Aside friendship, I created that boundary. Like, there's some discussion I will not have with you as a guy, especially if you are in a place where emotions runs in everybody's blood. So if you've understood yourself, understood your weakness, like, there are some things everybody, this is a gospel channel, everybody knows what turns them on. I know, even if I was not practicing, I may not know deep them, but I know that this is what catches my fancy. So one of the reasons why I was scared of university is that they enter was to rape people. Because in my head I feel like what I'm keeping, how will somebody just, it's a different thing when you give it to someone freely. Now somebody just bad into you steal for you and still rape you. So that was the point. What's the point? I'm just very funny. Even when I started doing marriage, when I went to see my mom, I was quite shy. Like, this mom been looking at me like this girl started doing. She went to see her boyfriend during Valentine or something. So that's why I left school for. She said yes and all. And for me, I just knew that we will not go far.
When Bible says flee, he did not even say walk away. He did not say smile and go. Flee. He did what it means to flee. Let's even look at me. What? It's not even fly. Flee. Did you know what it means? So just disappear if you can.
So virginity is not a reward for good husband.
Hi my people, you're welcome to today's episode. You're welcome to today's interview. Today's interview is going to be an interesting one. I'm glad you clicked the button to watch. And if you're seeing this face for the first time, hi, my name is Florence. You're welcome to the Gospel Truth. In this channel, we talk about a lot of things: motherhood, marriage, relationship, lifestyle, faith as a Christian. And now there's this part of this channel that is called the Gospel Truth, where we talk about things like this I mentioned earlier, but in depth. Like, we have guests, and sometimes it's just me talking from experience or telling a story. So if you're seeing this for the first time, like I said, please don't forget to subscribe. Before you leave, click the like button, like this video, share with your friends, share with your neighbors, and don't forget to comment if you have something to say or something to contribute, and I'll be so glad if you do. So today's episode is about virginity. Yes, but before we continue, we have a guest. The guest, when I bring a guest to the Gospel Truth, it's not just anybody. Somebody that has experience, somebody that has a testimony, somebody that their life can testify. It's not like they're telling you from book or from someone else. So we have an amazing guest today. It's nice to have you. I want her to introduce herself and tell us a little bit about herself, okay?
Okay, my name is Ifoma Umofia. I'm an intentional and purposeful coach. I talk about purpose, I talk about relationship, godly relationship precisely, and also I teach French.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wanted her to say it by herself because I didn't want to miss anything. I knew her through my sister, and they were classmates, and they are still friends till date. Yeah. Sisters, I can say sisters. Yeah. Yes,
that's correct.
And she's a woman of God. She does a lot of things for the kingdom. So I just needed her to. She did not even say enough, but let's just leave it at that. Yeah. So you're welcome once again.
Thank you
so on today's episode, tell us, because I cannot say I know your story or how it was with you, but I have an idea. Because growing up as a young girl, it was, especially, let's even start from being in university, you would be shamed if people found out that you're a virgin at this age. like what are you keeping it for, or when you see your mates doing stuff and all of that. But let's bring it down to the fact that we are Christians, you are a child of God. So did that affect your decision, or was it something that was inculcated in you like by force? Your parents said, can know some people that say if you try anything, I will break your leg. But let's even small. I will break your leg. So I saw a story of a girl that her father literally used cutlass to cut off her leg, her feet. This one, she did not go and sleep with anybody. She just went outside to say hi to somebody, and this was just a coursemate, a classmate. She didn't have any relationship with the guy. But the fact that I saw her standing with a man.
My dad almost did something like that. He almost slapped a guy thinking it was me standing with the guy.
Hey, okay. Okay, please tell us, how did you make up that your mind and stick to it, and you stayed with it? I'm sure there would have been times that maybe, I don't know if to say temptations or yes. So how did you do it?
Okay, so I've by God's grace, I was born in a Christian family.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in a church where we have organization for girls.
Okay.
Only. We call them Christian Girls in Training. So in that organization, or in that arm, there's always there's this kind of discipline they instill in us, not just for kitchen. There are so many skills you learn how to cook, just basic home economics things, and things like your virginity is important, XYZ, all of that. And also growing up, I discovered that, there's this feeling I just have, like, there's this kind of person that you will be in life. I didn't even know where I was going to, but I just knew that there was something special. So as I was growing up, I had relationships, before I got married, and relationship that was, at the time, it was very tempting. I won't tell you that I was never tempted. In short, let me even say this: I've cried before because of, I asked God, like, God, why can't I just do this thing? But there's this feeling that comes, at times we know that God deals with us differently. I won't say I was told outrightly, but I had that feeling like this is where God really holds me. I just had that feeling like, no, there's something I should not do. So as I was growing up, even in my relationships, I always unapologetically say it that I do not have sex. Do you believe that? Do you agree to that perception of no sex before marriage? One guy actually told me that, so what are we doing? And I really for real, I really respected his honest opinion. Instead of trying to change him, influence my decision and all that. He just told me straight up, what are we doing? You go your way. So that was that for him. And I've also been in a relationship where it really took us time to have that understanding that we really do not have to do this. And it wasn't a relationship of 4 years, so you can imagine dating one person and you see each other
more than 4 years.
So it was something like how do we really try? So sometimes we always want to say, okay, we'll not see each other where your parents are not available, or your family members. We want to also try to see each other outdoors, so that we don't have to but even if you are not present with that person, ovulation is not a sin. Do you understand? It's something that happens to every lady. So when that time comes, one of my friends said something that I don't speak in tongues because of urge before. Do you understand? So it's something, and God being faithful, I had good friends around me. I had people that we had that drive together. So it wasn't really a problem of friends around you, but I was not loud about it. I have to be honest with that. I was not so loud about it that I'm a virgin. But when a guy meets you and the way you are communicating and you're trying to avoid some kind of discussion, he would just know that this girl. In short, it actually took time before I told my husband that I'm a virgin. He was asking that, let me just know. And I asked him, why do you want to know? Is it going to change anything? That was when we did. He said, I just want to know for knowledge sake. For me, then I feel like if I let you know, you can rape me one day.
I was
my bad. That's what I feel. So I was also trying to be secured.
Yes.
So I don't want to let yeah, it's now people, I see people loud about it on social media, and then I'll be like, so these people are not afraid that they can plan them and rape them. So that was really my fear why I wasn't loud about it. It's not that I was not confident about it. I was just, my own case was fear. I was scared nobody should go and plan me.
You know, this thing that you mentioned about having friends around you, I feel because me, I did not keep myself till marriage. This is a channel where we say the truth, right? So I feel like where I was coming from and the people I had around me influenced my decision in a way. And I will not say anybody forced me per se. I put myself in that position. So that's why when I see people that were able to, especially because I like to be specific, godly women, Christians, because that was one thing that will give you a foundation to say, this is the word of God, I want to hold it, I want to stand by, aside parents threatening you or anything. So like I said, that affected my own decision. So when I see ladies or men that I see them 25 years old, 28, 29, 30, I'm like, I want to roll carpets for them to step on it, because I know the discipline and the commitment that would have taken. Because I saw a video recently, this one was even for a guy, and somebody was saying a story about a young boy that was 15 or 16 in a Christian home. Let me even put that one, like, let's just Christian, those people, they just give birth to them in church, they say they are Christian, so something like that. So it's himself and his cousin. I think he escorted his cousin to go and see the cousin's girlfriend, and they were inside. He did not even care what they were doing. Like, that was not in his mind. He was just on his phone. And when they were done, he came back to the family house. That's his house, and his auntie was there, uncles, people were in the house. So before they got into the house, the cousin was like, "What's up? You don't have a girlfriend?" He was like, "No, I don't." I was like, "Have you not? You're looking like you've not had sex." I said, "No." Like, why will he have sex? The guy laughed, and immediately they got into the family house. The guy was like, "Hey everybody," that's the cousin now. "Hey everybody, let's say Philip has never had sex," and they all busted out laughing. Wow. Including his mother. Including his mother, she was laughing. Everybody was like, the guy said he felt like the ground should open and swallow, because he was now confused. Like, am I not supposed to face my book? Like, keep my, why should I have sex? And he said it hurt him so much that the next girl he met in school that liked him, he had sex with her just to belong. So I know how family, friends, peer pressure, or society in general can influence people. So what did you do? Like, what are the steps? You mentioned something like you go out with your boyfriend or fiance to places, you don't stay in the same place. Are there other things you did, like things you, okay, for instance, you don't go to see the romantic movies together, what are the things you did? Like, because we need to know. I know that there are people out there that are doing it and they're, I'm tired though, after all it's the person I'm going to marry, so what is the point? So is there anything you can tell us, share with us?
Okay, so aside the meeting outdoors alone with your boyfriend, friendship matters. The people that are close to you, like I mentioned, the friends I've always had, they till date, you know them.
Yes.
They're not people. In short, let me say, before I got to school, before I gained admission, I had that feeling that the friends, before I met Charity in person, should it say it like a trance? I already saw it, like,
really?
Okay, this is the kind of person, one of your friends is going to look this deeper life kind of look. I already saw that. So when we became friends, and I remembered back, like, oh, okay, this is one of the person the Holy was telling me about. Till now, she doesn't even know, but those my friends, I selected them, or we selected one ourselves, because we discovered that we had same, what's it called, values.
Yes.
Very important. There's this friend of mine that I had then, when we were in school, she would say, your guy, you are keeping yourself. What about your guy? What if he's sleeping? I said, no. I used to say something. My keeping myself is unto God.
Yeah, exactly.
To my family and to myself. It is not because of him. And even if he is it is his own body. So I used to say that. You'll be like, stop deceiving yourself. Sure, when I wanted to get married, somebody asked me, Labelle, that's what they call me. He said, this person you want to get married to, is it the person you were dating when you were in school? So I was like, what kind of statement
Why that
is that? Why that question? But he knew the reason why he asked me, because I was really very careful. Still, you come very close to me that you know that this guy is really trying to avoid.
Yes.
So yeah, there are some boundaries I created around me. Aside friendship, yeah, I created that boundary. Like, there's some discussion I will not have with you as a guy, especially if you are in a place where emotions runs in everybody's blood. So if you've understood yourself, understood your weakness, like, oh, there are some things everybody, yeah, this is a gospel channel, everybody knows what turns them on.
Yes.
I know, even if I was not practicing, I may not know deep then, but I know that this is what catches my fancy. So I will try as much as I can
to avoid
to avoid it. So I knew I created a boundary, or those boundaries. My friends were selected, and God's word was a whole lot. It really helped me. It's not like every day I was praying that I want to marry as a virgin. It wasn't my prayer, but sometimes I just let God, please, help me. Especially in school, then I used to be my own, like I said, was majorly fear that was what making me to say. Then there was a time I told my husband, I said one of the reasons why I was scared of university is this thing I heard that they will enter hostel and rape people. Yeah. Because in my head I feel like what I'm keeping, how will somebody just, it's a different thing when you give it to someone freely. Now somebody just barge into you steal from you and still rape you. So that what's the point? Yeah, so it was just like that for me. Mine was fear, like I said. So those boundaries were things I kept in place. And there are movies I don't always want to watch, because for me, some scenarios don't leave my head quickly.
I remember I saw someone start to this. She said, you are a virgin and you're watching 50 Shades of Grey. Like, why would you sit down by yourself?
Some things don't leave my head. So I quickly understood that about myself. So I rather don't watch.
Stay away from it. Okay. Yeah, if you've watched up to this point that you've not subscribed, please click that button and subscribe. So to continue, I know that I've seen it. I've not seen it firsthand, like physically, but I've seen it on social media. Maybe somebody comes out to say something like, you know, like maybe she's trying to teach young people, so I was able to do this for 10 years or 15 years as a virgin. Like, once people hear that word virgin, just check the comment section.
I always do check.
Attacks. Use and buy a house now. Use and buy a car. Are you the first person? I better go sit down there. They are just so defensive, and that I'm not wondering. I used to always wonder that whenever I see things like that, I'm like, oh, in my head, I'm proud of you. But why are you people being defensive? We see people almost fornicating or having sex on social media, like broad daylight. You see them touching themselves. You see different forms of immorality and all of that, but you don't frown against it. You say, oh, I like this person. She's being herself. So why is the virgin man or woman not being themselves? So how did you undo that kind of shame? Or maybe, I know you said you're not loud about it, but has there been any time that somebody heard you or somebody found out, like, as how, like, within you they gain, what did they use and do, or how did you handle? Did you feel some type of way, or you already had that mindset that even though people feel this way about me, it's my decision and it's going to stay that way?
Okay, so I'm a calm person by nature, but I'm very strong-willed.
I can attest to that.
I'm very strong-willed, especially when it has to do with things I believe in. Nothing changes it, by God's grace, nothing. So no matter the pressure, in short, I'm somebody that I prepare my mind before your reaction. So when it comes, I don't even feel it. Because I've prepared.
I like that.
This is what you are going to do. Don't worry,
already
just
know.
like when you say you've forgiven the person before the person apologizes or offends you. That's it for me. I was not bothered about what people say also. Okay,
now you've heard that for those of us that are virgins, or maybe you,
I don't even think my mom knows I married as a virgin. I told Gloria, I don't think my mom, and Gloria was like,
she never asked you anything.
She never. So Gloria was like, your mom should believe in you. I say, I don't think it's just by believing, but she never asked me. I never told her anything.
And my parents different, because my mother asked me.
My mom did not ask me. Even when I did it, in short, I'm just very funny. Even when I started doing marriage, when I went to see my mom, I was quite shy. Like, this woman be looking at me like this girl started doing it.
Oh my God, I used to feel that way when pregnancy. It's pregnancy that made me feel that way. Like when my bump was coming, I would be doing my cloth like this. They would not say, okay, this guy had sex. What are you doing in marriage before? So I can understand. But there are parents that had, I heard there are even parents that will go and check. Like they'll take the girl to hospital. Was it TikTok? I saw that. The girl was saying there are 4 girls or 3 girls every month end. They take them for us to check their hymen or to see if it's broken. As long as they are doing their father's house, they were going to check them every time. But asking as a parent, well, maybe like Gloria said, maybe she just trusted you, or maybe she didn't really see it as.
Maybe I don't even know.
We can't say so. Like you heard from her that being ashamed of it. Please don't. You decided to keep yourself as God said, and for those that maybe along the way something happened and then you now came back to yourself and decided that I'm going to be celibate. It has happened before it has happened, but now that I now decide that I want to stand with the truth and will stand with God's word, I don't want to sleep around, I don't want to have sex before marriage. You decided that by yourself and then decided to be celibate. You don't have to be ashamed. You don't have to care about what any other person says. This is your body, is your life, and remember it's a temple of God. So you made that decision, stick to it, and just know that when you stick to it, the temptations will now come. Talks will now come. Like my pastor used to say, is when you go to church and they preach about self-control. You have to be patient with people, you have to do this, you have to do that. Immediately you leave church, somebody will just come and step on your leg for no reason. Exactly. So don't think that maybe you decided and you are strong, whether spiritually or physically. No, never will come and test you. So that's why you need to keep feeding yourself with the word of God and keep reminding yourself that you're not even doing this for anybody. Like she said, first of all to your God, then to yourself, and then if you have that strong will, like she said, I don't think you listen to what people are saying online or what anybody's saying to you personally. And friends as well, let's really talk about the friendship part. If they are not having the same value as you, they should not be your friends. They shouldn't.
Sorry, let me talk about that friendship part a bit. So when I was in 100 level, I met someone and I was asking her, how far you've not attended lectures, what happened and all? And she said she went for she went to see her boyfriend during Valentine or something. So that's why I left school for. She said yes and all. And for me, I just knew that okay, we will not go far. I just knew. I didn't even say it.
Wait, the boyfriend is not in school.
He's not in school. So at that 100 level where we are trying to find
100 level, okay.
Where we are trying to find our feet. So I just knew that okay, this what will I call it? The acquaintance is not going to mature. We can definitely will go it, but I already knew that we'll not go that far.
Because I know some people will say, I'm different from them now. They cannot contaminate me.
If you don't want to eat the soup, don't eat the meat.
Did you hear that? Don't put yourself in that position. Because I remember my dad was telling me a story one time about a man of God that his girlfriend, that his fiancé, had accommodation issues, and they were telling him then that don't be in the same. You cannot be in the same house with a lady now. What's going on? I say me fire branded speaking tongues. Say there's no temptation that I cannot. 4 months later, they are seeing big stomach. My daddy said him and his friends they were teasing this guy. Say, how did it happen? Were you on the floor, on the bed, in the bathroom? I thought you were fire branded and tongue speaking. Don't. When Bible says flee, it did not even say walk away. It did not say smile and go. Flee. You know what it means to flee. Let's even look at the meaning. What? It's not even fly. Flee. Do you know what it means? So just disappear if you can. Don't be among such people that whenever you are with them, they're talking about their boyfriend, how they went to Dubai, they slept in this. You know what they are doing there. So it's not even about the fact that they went to Dubai. They're trying to tell you the lifestyle that you don't want to adopt. So why be with them? What are you trying to gain? So if you see the person or group of persons don't share the same value, don't stay there. Look for people that share the same value. I think that will really help. And many of us that have made mistakes in the past, it's because of people we cared by our side, because of the people we were listening to, and we thought that okay, they cannot intimidate, they cannot birds of same feathers. How did they say it? They will flock together
to rub off.
Yes, exactly. Just like men that will say you are the only man in the group of 10 men that is not cheating.
How is that possible? You would.
It's a lie. Maybe you started like that, but anytime you go out with them to drink, they will tell you that the girl is asking, I won't follow my girl, go like that. The thing will just be in your head, and before you know it, you are doing it. And so
the devil will create a reason why you think doing it will be right.
Exactly.
Maybe that day is the day your wife will get you angry.
Thank you.
So you feel like you have a reason. I'm justified.
Don't play that kind of play with the devil. He's very busy looking for loopholes to just enter. Yeah. So it's very important to fix that part of friendship. Okay. So yeah, I don't know, is there any other thing you want to add for them, because this has been an interesting discussion. I know it's not what we talk about a lot. I know that people don't like talking about it, Christians don't like talking about it, but we should, because we have people, young ones that are coming up, and they should know that this is something of value. This is the lifestyle we ought to live as a believer, as a young girl. And I see her a lot doing programs, conferences. She even has a book. I told you she wrote a book. She doesn't want to say too much, but she's an author. She talks to young girls a lot about keeping their self, being godly, being a leader. So these are things that we should create this part for them. We should talk about it in churches, in meetings, in all these seminars, all these youth conference that we used to have up and down. What are we talking there? We should talk about it. Godly living, leadership, having principles, having values. Don't feel left out. My pastor will always say that that's the reason why you are alive, because you need to stand out. Don't be feeling bad that you are standing out, that people are the same but only you. You should even feel more confident that yes, I'm different. That's how you know that you are doing the right thing. Not that, okay, since I cannot beat them, let me join them. That should not be your lifestyle. So is there any other thing you want to add, especially for the ones that are already on this path and maybe they need advice, or they need a way, maybe they are about to fall, or they feel like they've done enough? Even the sets that feel like, okay, I'm already engaged, so it's not bad again now, so you can do it, you can. Okay. Anything to add for them?
Let me start from there. I'm already engaged. I used to tell my sister then, when I go engaged, she call me Yawa and all that. I used to tell her I'm not married until I am married. Yeah, it has to be sealed. Depending on how you consider marriage, maybe it's true traditional or white. That's always a controversial conversation for us. Okay, so back to the virginity of a thing. It has to be your strong will. Be prepared for what people would say, and along the line, if I have to be honest or vulnerable, along the line you will feel tempted. I have felt tempted, like I said. I have cried.
Even as a married woman.
Just imagine.
I cried too.
Just imagine you cried because of you wanted to have sex, but the thing that is leading
ovulation,
you, don't do
that's
it.
Our problem.
So I have cried. And what made me cry is because I was in a situation with my boyfriend, the person I was dating as of then, and we went, I think that day we were alone, and definitely that's why I mentioned that don't be alone in an indoor space, because it's always tempting. And he also had that values too with me.
Yes.
But because of we are adults, we are humans, the request was, let's just have romance. Me, I know that if we start it,
you cannot stop it.
See, if you are, for example, you are in a place where people are, maybe you start, somebody can just knock, open the door, everybody get right. But do you understand that kind of a thing? So it's possible. I won't tell you that I've not fallen in a situation where I kissed. I have. Okay. Do you understand? But you know, when you, that Holy Spirit, the nature of the Holy Spirit, when you get home, you feel like, God, I am not happy I did this, but please just help me not to always go back to this thing, and try as much as you can not to put yourself in situation where you have to, always ask for God's mercy and all that. And also, virginity is not a reward for good husband. I thought about this in my church on Sunday. It's not a reward. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's for you unto God. It is your body. Do you understand? But it doesn't rule out other aspects of your life that since I'm a virgin, I shouldn't pursue my career. I shouldn't be a better person. It's not virgin. Once it has happened one night, everything has gone. Do you understand?
All the years of
Everything.
keeping.
Yes, he's your husband to be. Is going to appreciate it, but everything has. Do you understand? Now we are in the normal. Can we now face life the way? Can we now face life the way it is? So even as you're a virgin or in the process of being one or celibacy, whatever, try as much as you can to also develop yourself. It's not just only about virginity. So I feel like that's where people also have problem. Why they're always defensive when they hear that somebody is a virgin. Okay, so they feel like since you're a virgin, does it mean that you are going to have a good home? Nobody said that is the benchmark, but there's this feeling. For me, I was not comfortable for somebody to see my. In short, there was a day I was sleeping with my husband on the bed. I don't even know what was wrong with me. I now drew my shirt. It was like, what's this one? Please, will you remove your hand? So do you understand? So there's this feeling that okay, this is the only person that has seen my body. Nobody will come online, offline to tag me and say this one. Not many body counts where you don't get. So that feeling is just there's a pride it comes with just naturally. It's not like there's a trophy, but there's a prize it comes with. A prize and a pride. You just feel good. And
thank you so much. It's been an awesome conversation and interview. And I just want to add something because I saw it recently about a lady saying she's not a virgin, but she became celibate for like 5 years, and it shifted her perspective about people, relationship, and herself. So there's nothing, when you're having sex with somebody that is not your husband, when you're about to make that decision that I want to spend my life with this person, or there will be some kind of mix up because emotion is tied, intimacy has entered, so you're not even seeing things clearly sometimes. So it's really, really a valid point that
it helps.
It helps in you making your decision, seeing things clearly. The red flags are shining pepper red. You will see it well because you are not remembering that I touched you here, I touched you there. You are seeing this thing. Okay, this is this person's character.
Are afraid to leave some relationship because a lot of water has gone under the bridge.
Yes. So please, let's take note of all these things. And that brings us to, I don't want it to end. I wish we could keep talking and talking, but she's a married woman, she has to go home. So thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation. And now I actually am blessed, and I know that somebody is, and that's one thing about the gospel truth. That's one thing about us sharing our experiences, sharing the truth, and let people know things for what they are. And what an awesome interview. So guys, like I said, we've come to the end of it, but this is not the end of this channel. So if you want to see more, please subscribe, like, comment, and we have more beautiful interviews, topics. If you want topics, if you want something that you need us to talk about, please leave it in the comment. I keep saying it. Leave it in the comments. Something that is bothering you, something that that is not talked about enough. We have people. We have believers that will bring up here for them to share experiences, teach you, and open your eyes to some certain things. Okay, so thank you, and that's the end of this episode. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.